Hey everybody, this is Razorblade1812 here with a room tour as well as a collection video that I want to do. So, yeah, I'm actually filming this room with my whole new camera that I just got for Christmas, along with that tripod here, which, you know, is pretty dark, but yeah, this is over there. Let me show you. Yeah, it's inside this bag. In fact, I can actually use it in order to mount it on that TV over there, that I can actually, you know, make some videos with mine. And it actually also has a zoom feature, which, you know, is cool, which is, you know, cool. So I want to show you the camera that I have. So yeah, here it is. Well, you can't actually see that in the mirror, but, well, this is my whole Canon HD Camcorder, which, of course, I showed you has a zoom feature, so I can show you everything from a far distance. So up there, this is actually the box for that camera that I'm holding in my hand. The Leica HFR 306 from Canon. This is the camera that I am using to film my videos. So some PlayStation 1 demos. There's a PlayStation 1 game up there, Bloody Roar. Well, it's a demo. And that were access disc for the PS1. Some rubbish. Yeah, I forgot to show you what the whole room is set up like this. I'll show you. So this is here my computer up there with some games. I will show you that shortly. And this here is my right shelf with my PS1 right next to my PS3 and my PS2 Slim. Zoom up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, games, I'll show you that. So, but I have to tell you, my camera only has 30 minutes of battery time. In fact, you know, the battery only lasts for 30 minutes because my mom told me. Yeah, my mom actually told me that. In fact, there's actually a battery that can actually last for 4 hours. And that would actually cost 30 euros, but, you know, maybe my mom would buy it, but, you know, whatever. So, well, I might as well. Oh well, I might as well show you the movies anyway. So you see what I got. So these are some of my movies I have. You know, using the camera with the zoom feature is always cool. You know, really cool. And I'm also looking forward for Hotel Transylvania to come out on DVD, you know, which will be so cool. Yeah, I got that scratch out of the way. And the picture of mine there. That baggy bank, yeah, whatever. Zebra bank. Show you some PlayStation 1 titles. Zoom in. There's actually enough light. If not, then I might as well turn on the light. Okay, now you can see them. These are some of my PlayStation 1 games I have. Mostly Platinum. I actually want to get all the Platinum titles. And I am going slowly for every single row. Yeah, there's Resident Evil 2 there, which I actually still need another copy in order to buy this RPG that everybody cares about. Remember that 1997 RPG that I want so fucking bad, but never played it as a kid, and now I want it. But it's so fucking expensive. In fact, I might as well want to buy another Resident Evil 2, you know, because this game sells for a lot over here, and it's also really rare over there, we know, which is awesome. So, if I find one, then I should prepare myself for my finest hour once I finally get that RPG that I want for so long. Okay, so Oh, there's that Alt-World game. I also have the other Alt-World game, which I'll show you that in a bit. But first, let's go to the other games. Ah, there's also one thing. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, if you actually have watched Dr. Retro's collection videos, he actually said that this game is rare, which is actually quite strange. Yeah, when I actually first saw this game at Andre, I thought, nah, this game looks kind of shit, looks some crappy adventure game or some sorts, but it's actually a fighting game, and it's a really rare one at that. So I was actually had no choice but to just buy it immediately, you know, which is okay. That shitty ice hockey game. Moving on. Some other games. Right, that was this shelf up there. Now some PlayStation 2 titles. I'll show you that. Oh yeah, as you can see, I have Klonoa 2, which is, awesome. And Space Channel 5. There are also some more PlayStation 2 games on the back, which are all platinum titles, so I'll show you that in a bit. And there is nothing special on this site. Okay. I put my slippers back on. Okay. Okay, you look hot, right? Get that stuff out. Yeah, I'll show you my PlayStation 2 games later, but let me take this out. Because there's so much tower. Okay, now for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, I actually have 2 copies of Scarface. One actually doesn't really read the FFVs properly, and the other one doesn't really play the game properly. Okay, now you're on to my PlayStation 2 games. 2 of my NTSC games. Jumping Flash 2 and Shadow Madness. Let me zoom in. And there's Jumping Flash 2, which you saw my NTSC version before, now we have a PAL version. And there's of course Fib Ribbon. Yeah, you see this game over there? Show you my complete copy. Yeah, there it is, Fib Ribbon. And this is all complete with a full out manual and a poster. which apparently has some damage up there, but yeah. Still, disc is still in decent nick, and I actually bought this for 20 euros from the retro convention in Bochum last November, which was cool. So, and just like with the PS2, there are some more games behind these games. I'll put them on. Some more games. Yeah, some more. Zooming in. Yeah, Disney games. Yeah, some Disney games can be shitty, some good. And there's actually one Disney game there. This game there, it is in this CD case. Well, this is only something you'll get in Australia, but here in the mainland of Europe, you only get these bundled with the PlayStation 1 console. But you still have the game, the manual there, which is actually used as a front cover of the game. Yeah, it's still a black label though, but this actually has a platinum version. As for the fact that these games, as well as these over here, they all have a platinum version. And in fact, I want to have all the PlayStation 1 games that have a platinum version. And that also goes for this RPG over there. Which I still don't really like, but I want to also have the other game, which is so expensive. But if I do get a Resident Evil 2, I can't just wait to finally get it. Anyway, back to the games. Still need Spyro 2. And my Tekken 2 there is actually a double case version, which I don't want. I want the normal case version. That one's quite rare. So that was my left shelf, and yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this up afterwards. Yeah, I gotta clean that. Yeah, I'll clean it. Now to my prime part of my collection. Get this stuff out of the way. I think it might still be visible without light. So now I want to show you. Yeah, I got this stuff out of the way. My Psygnosis collection. Yes, me and PSXU, who does these demo disc gameplays, are so obsessed with Psygnosis. Even he sees Psygnosis every single time he plays a demo disc. And I want to have a full set of these. What makes Paintball, that PC game that I have at the moment. Needs to some light. Zooming in. Yeah, Retro Force. Absolutely hate this game nowadays. Well, I actually used to be a fan of this game when I used to love it, but after playing so many better games, I absolutely hate it with a burning passion now. That game is just horrible. I mean, if you really want to know why this game is so horrible, then check out my review to this game. Oh yeah, the two roll cage games, great games, and Wipeouts, especially Wipeout 3 with the awesome game disc. Well, and I have to tell you something. Retro Force is actually a PAL only game, but this isn't the only PAL only game from Psygnosis, because there are actually 7 more of these, but only have 5 more of these at the moment. And these are some of the other PAL only titles that Psygnosis made, including that Disney game, which I actually didn't really know this was from Psygnosis until I've actually seen the title screen of it. But I'm actually still missing the Wipeout 3 Special Edition and Attack the Saucer Man as PAL only Psygnosis games, so that's not all of it yet. Some of my double cased games featuring Tomb Raider, one of my least favorite series, which is really not a game I enjoy because I really don't like these kind of games. Especially as a kid when I used to play these, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. Yeah, Metal Gear. Everybody likes this film. Everybody likes that game. Didn't I show you that before? I think I don't know. Maybe I forgot to show you that, but okay, I'm gonna show you that. Some PSP titles. Well, Combat Trilogy up there. And Project Overkill. The Getaway. Actually forgot to put it back in, but whatever. And 2 of my junky games. Well, Metal Gear. Jeff Wayne. War of the Worlds. And something I actually have to take note of. These are 2 of 3 of my small-cased PlayStation 1 games. As I show you them. So here I have Nightmare Creatures and 2. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, no. Oops. Yeah, 2 small-case games. Let me show you them. Anyway, zooming out. Stop recording. Yeah, this is Too Extreme, which actually belongs in like these kinds of cases. Yeah, this is where Too Extreme belongs in this one, this kinds of case. And I want to actually have all the small case games, by the way. And Time Crisis, disc fell out. Yeah. Also came in a small case, but I actually used to have a small case for it, but then I accidentally dropped it and it broke. Not great. And then Nightmare Creatures, but they only have 1 language on the back and on the manual, which makes these games do fit in these CD cases. Yeah. And Bushido Blades. So, back to my collection. Yeah, so much trash. I'm gonna clean that. Okay, don't have much time because like I said, the battery only lasts 30 minutes, so I gotta have to do it a little quick. Okay. Yeah, some Activision stuff. Well, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops are no more in my collection. I got rid of them just long ago because I absolutely despise the series. And I'm so glad that the latest installment, Black Ops Declassified, has been widely panned by critics, which is awesome. And I am so pleased to see a Call of Duty game being panned so universally, which, is so awesome, in my opinion. Then PS3 games. Yeah, Killzone 3. Mostly going after sandbox games as my whole life has been with sandbox games, including Saints Row, Sleeping Dogs, and of course Mafia 2. And I'm also very excited for the new Grand Theft Auto coming out, by the way. Because I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto enthusiast, and I have been playing Grand Theft Auto games ever since the first game. So, Acclaim stuff, mostly some good. I also have Alien Trilogy, but I'll show you that in a moment. This one here. Okay, let me zoom out. Well, this is actually not an official rental version. Sure, it does look like it's an official rental version because it's in this kind of case, but this is a promo, which are actually handed over to journalists to review the games, or preview the games, whatever. So there it is. Yeah, it has the manual. Okay. As you can see there. Promo only, not for resale. It's all black. Still actually has the game code there. Fucking zoom. Fucking focus. Damn, this thing doesn't even focus. Fucking thing. Oh well. Fuck that. Let's move on. Yeah, Batman and Robin, that horrible, horrible, horrible game. That was actually the first 3D sandbox game on the PS1, but just failed miserably. Yeah. Shitty film, as you already know that by now, and a shitty game too. So, there's a huge reason to hate that game. So bad. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, one. Awesome game. Yeah, then the GTAs 1 and 2, which the first game has an awesome front. Just look at that. I really love the front cover of this game. It's so amazing. It really takes me back to the early days when I was still a kid and when I was, cruising for Dortmund in the 1990s, which was awesome. For the south of Dortmund, at least in the sunny days, probably in the summer. Yeah, for common Take-Two games, Martian Gothic, nah, decided to keep that one, because it's a survival horror game that people kind of talk about. And Spec Ops, well, Airborne Commando, I don't like that game, but, these kinds of games, I decided to keep these. That one here is a crappy skateboarding game. And Air Race, which is actually probably Air Race now. Yeah, well, now we're going to THQ. G Darius, the two crappy snowboard games, which I actually got demo versions, as I want to get every single PlayStation 1 game that appeared on demo discs. Yeah, that shitty WCW game, which is just the same as Nitro, but with a different theme. And SmackDown, which I actually really didn't play wrestling games until I actually saw this at Andre Proud a year ago, and I actually didn't bought it, and now I became curious of it. So, now I'll show you what's inside this one. This little black box is where I keep games for the trade. So, inside I have Toshinden, which you saw this before. Then Alien Trilogy, which, it's a platinum, but I decided to keep it because it's the English version, as you can see there. There's no German anywhere on the box. and Pandemonium 2, which you saw before, but I decided to have another Pandemonium in order, you know, to try to get that fucking RPG that I won. Yeah. So this is basically where I keep games for the trade pile. Until Shinden, that's actually reserved for Dr. Retro, that I'll be giving that to Oberhausen. And which actually has something really special, but I will be showing that until we meet at Oberhausen on the 11th of May. Which there will be a retro convention going to be hosted there. And I'll be so excited to go there. And I gotta have to pause the video because the battery's gonna run out, so I'll see you in the other part. And welcome back. Now I can show you the rest of the room. Now I'm sitting here on my bed with my 3 plushies here. And my battery's fully loaded again, so now I can show you the rest of my room tour. So, anyway, let's zoom in. You saw my PS1 before, you know, with the memory cards. This is actually an unofficial memory card. This is an official one. I would say this is a third-party one with an LCD, but not sure what it does. Yeah, there's a PS2 controller attached to it. Yes, you can actually play PlayStation 1 games on the PS1 with the PS2 controller, which are fully compatible. And this here is my black PS3 320 gig that I got a year ago. Anyway, this is my VCR, this is my PS2 Slim, not chip, but yes, scratch the disc. Mobile memory card inserted, and over there is my capture card that I'm using to record the games of my PS1 and my PS2. And zooming in, we're gonna go closer. I will be showing you a little bit something. So now we're on to the Infogrames titles, the best of Infogrames, actually. And I'll show you what a best of Infogrames game looks like. I'll show you the ones that actually have an Infogrames version. Yeah, there's Ape. V-Rally, which I actually have the platinum version, but still a really shitty game, to be honest. If you really want to know why it's shit, I can do a review on that. But first, let me show you what a best of Infogrames game looks like. They all look like this. No full cover, but still have original backs with the Infogrames logo changed. And fucking zoom. Yeah, fucking hate it when it does that. Still has full cover on the manual, but again, logo changed. And as you can see, right off the bat, just a generic plain disc with the game's name, and of course, with the color of the genre that's in. So a simulation that's in yellow, reds, and you know, you get the whole idea. And I want to have all the best of Infogrames titles that are all out there, but either one, playing the original version is absolutely tough luck. Anyway, let's go back now to the EA titles, and these games have an EA Classics version. You have Street Skater, you know, Cyber Tiger, and Croc. And I'll show you what EA Classics look like. Oh, this is Croc. Yeah, this with that RPG that I didn't play as a kid. I wish I would have played this and that RPG as a kid, but I never played it. And that was a very big mistake that I shouldn't have done that. Anyway. So what does an EA Classic look like? Well, EA Classics look like this. No full cover, and of course a different code. Let's see if it's can zoom. Oh, what? Cannot zoom. See if I can zoom it from. Okay, it can only zoom when it's not zoomed out. Anyway, they have a very, very different code there on the front. Yeah, this is a very different code. And on the back, it's just plain. Wait. Yeah, it's all plain white background with every single EA game, including that one over there, but I'll show you that later. Also with the different code on the back there, same code is there. It's not getting a focus again. Yeah, it's getting zoomed for some reason. Damn. Yeah, man, it's also the same. Also has something. You can zoom in on that. Yeah. But the thing is, the discs, however, they still use the original game code for some strange reason, whereas on the other parts they don't. Three 287, and this one reads 367. So, but this is actually a more slightly altered disc. In fact, register treatment was not there on the original disc version, but you know, they still have the same game code 593, but you know, yeah, some games have their discs altered a bit. Well, some others, like Red Alert here, with a different code. Zoom in. 241, and yeah, this is actually one EA Classics that I'm actually keeping, by the way, because it's in English, as you can see there. Whereas the German version is just shit. You know, it has cutscenes just censored. You know, humans are now robots instead of humans, and yeah, same code there. But yeah, they also have very different discs, and yeah, the original release was actually released by by Virgin, but with a different disc. But this one looks just plain generic. Yeah, actually has the game code from the Platinum release, which was released by EA. Yeah, WWE. Huh? Nice code. Anyway. That's a little too light. Yeah, WWE. Yeah, just like that. The disc looks all the same. This is pretty strange. You know, looks pretty same. But this is actually the only EA Classic I'm keeping, because it's an English version, which I totally prefer of the shitty German version, which looks pretty crap. Because it has robots instead of humans. Has censored cutscenes and all that, and I don't like it. But yeah, I actually showed you what EA Classics actually look like, as I to give you the gist of it. So, and these are some of the other EA games, and this one here does have an EA Classics version, but it does not look like an EA Classics version. Here you have an original back, which you won't see that in EA Classics releases of this game. And same goes for this game. Very hard. Ah, fit the fuck back in there. Fake black original back. FIFA, yeah, EA Classics are actually have a red strip instead of a blue one, so that one is in EA Sports Classics then. Now get the fuck in there. Motor Racer. NHL 2000. Yeah, original. Road Rash, but this one actually has a different disc than the EA Classics one because it's all in blue. And this actually has a very early code. Whoops. Yeah, my thumb gets really sore. Let's try to zoom in from this angle. Yeah, E176PSX. In fact, the 176 that's part of the barcode, as you see there, 176 and 176. In fact, this is a very early code. And yeah, the EA Classics release of this game looks very different from the original one. So I'm telling you that. You can actually look at Moby Games to see what it actually looks like. It actually uses the same game code from the original Platinum version, which are actually EA Classics one, but you know, same thing with full cover but with Platinum look. So, Sports Car GT and Street Skater. So, now I'll show you what the EA Classics version actually look like. So now we're moving on to the Platinum titles. And there are 3 of these, but there actually is more at the moment. There are the 3 Bond games, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Now Alive, and 007 Racing. There's also FIFA 2001, 2005 out there, which I also still need. There's even that F1 game, Championship Season 2000, I think that's what it's called. That actually also has a Platinum version, and so on. I still need to have all these games. Yeah, Medal of Honor, and some of the games that don't have Platinum or EA Classics but are pretty cheap to get. And of course, 3 games which are really hard to find, like Auto Destruct, Future Cop LAPD, very famous game, and Road Rash, and of course Overblood. Yeah, it's actually a cheap game, but you know, you can get it. Darklight Conflict and Time Commando. But Darklight Conflict is quite a shitty game. And in these shells, there's really nothing much else to see. Well, it's just, you know, some random junk inside, but I'm not going to be showing you here some various accessories and other crap. So, showing you my bat. Yeah, I've seen my plushies before, but what's the point of showing you that? So, yeah. So that was, yeah, there's a poster of the owl. That's the reason. Hey, Oli. So that was my room tour. So thank you for watching my room tour. This Razorblade1812, and see my review for Hidden and Dangerous, which is currently still in the works. See you later.